So that was the first topic. The second topic is this flock camera article update. I know I said I was going to have it probably out last week, but quick update on the story that I've been working on for a couple weeks. The flock license plate cameras here in Hardin County. Tomorrow, Wednesday, July 15th, Kentucky's new law on automatic license plate readers, House Bill 58, takes effect. It sets new rules for how long plate data can be kept, and it requires agencies using these cameras to have a public written policy. We've written a full piece on how these cameras are used in Hardin County. And before we publish, I'm sitting down with the police chiefs in Elizabethtown and Radcliff over the next several days. We asked every agency detailed questions on how they deal with their records and their audit trails and access. And I want their perspective on the story. This is about getting it right, not about getting the story out faster first. So the article drops soon. After those conversations are had, if you want it the minute it publishes, sign up for our newsletter at hardinlocal.com.
So, Phil, if you could say in 30 seconds or less, or a minute or less, what do these cameras actually do?
Cameras that read license plates of passing cars and logs them into a searchable database law enforcement can use. The new law is about the rules around that, how long it's kept, who can search it, and the policy being public, because it's not like it doesn't require a warrant, or you don't have to go to a judge to gain access to the whole database. So this law is supposedly going to help at least all these agencies get on the same page and have to be more public about it. And I have no clue. I know that our police station in E-Town has done a really good job from what I've heard. I'm going straight to the chief, and we're going to have a conversation. He's already agreed to it. So we'll talk about it, and I'll get whatever I find out, we'll get it published. I think those cameras do a lot of good. And the one thing that I'm asking questions about is the access, the back end access, the admin access. Who has access to the logs? Can people delete the logs, or are they kept by a third party? And those public policies,
definitely, because it is in public viewing. So anything in public viewing, it's protected by the First Amendment.
I mean, there's arguments back and forth.
There's arguments, but technically speaking, if I were to go out and be like a First Amendment auditor, if I do video cameras, because it's in viewing of everybody, Google Maps and talking about something different. But anyways, it's in public viewing. Anybody can take a picture of it or video, but it's how it's used. Like you said, the back end is the most important.
Yeah, because I don't think they're going anywhere. And we all have phones, and we all have all these other devices that we've allowed ourselves to be tracked on. So
exactly,
I don't mind allowing myself to be tracked by our local law enforcement, but that system does tie into a national system and database that other people that aren't local have access to if you allow them to. So there's a few different little things that I'd like to learn about, and then I'll put the article out, and it's going to be my best that I can do to show both sides, and let everybody else decide what they think about it. They haven't thought.